Today we're ranking the top 5 pizza places in Jacksonville. I have my friends Jerry here and Steve, and we're going to visit 23 pizza places, and we'll rank them according to who we think are the best in town.
Yep, and so the way that we choose, it's not going to be numbers or no special scoring. We're going to pick the 5 best pizza places based on what we believe people are going to enjoy the most. Obviously, when you're ranking the best pizza places, you have some Chicago style, you have some New York style, you even have a St. Louis style place here in Jacksonville. But how do you compare those apples to apples? To us, the way that we do that is to rank the 5 places that we believe our viewers will enjoy the most.
To keep this fair, we're going to order a pepperoni pizza at each pizza place we visit. And then, if they have a specialty pizza, we have to try that too.
Absolutely. So if they have a specialty pizza that they're known for, we will also dive into the specialty pizza. And if you ask why not cheese, why not margarita? Well, first off, everybody doesn't have margarita. And why not cheese? Well, if we're going to try 23 pizza places, it's going to get pretty boring if we're looking at cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese on cheese. Not to mention, we're taking pictures for social media, and cheese on cheese on cheese doesn't look as pretty as pepperoni on pizza.
We'll make sure we take lots of pictures and video to show you the crust on every pizza and the ingredients.
We're here at our first pizza place, Mama's Pizza. We're about to head into Mama's, where the owner, Juan, grew up in the Bronx and has this passion for pizza that just oozes from his pores. All right, guys, here we go. Let's head on in. Good. Can I get 2 slices of pepperoni? And you guys do like a mac and cheese pizza, right? Can I do a medium mac and cheese pizza also?
Yeah, I mean, it's got crisp.
Sauce has good flavor.
Perfectly crisp.
Yeah, I got an awesome crunch, just like. The other thing I love is how the pepperonis, they've got it in a cup and char a bit without it being cup and char, right? Like it's a nice.
Yeah. And so this is crispy and it just has some give. You know, I want to see some bread action, and I can push it down.
It's a heck of a start to a pizza trip, actually.
Yeah. It's hard to pick it up though. Obviously, it gets very heavy. Yeah.
That's really cool. That is better than I expected, honestly.
That's what I thought too.
The crust on this one has more hair in it, which I like. It's its own thing. I like it more than I thought it was.
To me, it's much more of a fork and knife sort of
It's definitely a fork and knife.
sort of a pizza.
Carbs on carbs. Love it.
Cheesy, creamy, delicious.
It's like macaroni and cheese pie.
I would send people here just for the pizza.
There's a reason why this is one of their specialty pizzas.
I believe that. That's a really, really good specialty pizza.
And I'm actually like I said, I don't like things like this,
But it's
novelty.
good. It's
But
really
that
good.
is good. That's
I
good.
love that.
That is really
fantastic.
good. That's actually the most impressive thing that I would.
This is it's really good New York style pizza, but that blows me away.
What I really like about this is like you can just see how razor thin this pizza is, and even though it's really crispy, you do have a lot of give here. Just like bread, you see some holes, so it's properly fermented, and then you got this great, what Dave Portnoy says, undercarriage. You know, it's nice and crispy on the back. Great crust.
That's great.
Just coming back from New York like less than 6 months ago, I mean, this is exactly what I want to see.
If I got that in New York, I'd be impressed. Yeah, really impressed.
I mean,
all right, let's box it up and head on to our next spot. Hey, we're here at Waah Indian Bistro. This is pizza place number 2 on our list to try. Come on inside with me.
Oh, it smells good.
Hello. I want to order a pizza. What do you sell the most of?
Most selling is like kadai
Kadai chicken.
and chicken tikka. These are the best.
Why don't we do chicken tikka? All right, let's dive in and try it.
This is the chicken tikka masala.
That's incredible.
The flavor is really good.
The crust is up there for me. It's just hard to judge the structure of the pizza with so many toppings on it because it's kind of heavy. So it's going to have a little bit of flop.
The cool thing about this place is you would never expect it to be this amazing when you walk in.
This place is so unassuming. They have a makeshift sign out front that says Waah Indian Bistro.
You walk in and smell the beautiful smells, and then you see the ice cream shop. Then you look way back in the back and you see this beautiful stone pizza oven.
And it's fantastic.
I think this is something everyone should at least drive 20 or 30 miles to try.
This is one of those great hole-in-the-wall places you love to run into. And it's one of my favorite things about driving the city and trying all of the places that our readers in The Scoop tell us about. This is one of those places we've never tried, I'd never even heard of before we went out on this trek, that turns out to be amazing and fantastic to come back and check out.
The base pizza is very good, and I think if it was just cheese, it would be amazing.
All right, let's head for the next place. All right, we're here at Picasso, stop number 3 on our pizza trek to rank the best pizzas across Jacksonville. Let's go inside.
We're going to cause quite a stir in here.
Can I get a medium, the gourmet, St. Louis style? And can I get a couple slices of pepperoni? 2 slices of pepperoni?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful pie, huh? That's a very unique pie. Slices of pepperoni.
When I look at pizza, I like to see color. I don't like to see white.
Right.
White cheese, white crust. I want to see darker. I want to see black. I want to see red. See the cheese is covering almost all the sauce. Yeah. Well, they can be different too. I mean, like John's Obliquer is red and black. That pizza's red and black. No cheese pull on this one. Let's go for it.
I think we should go for it.
Now that's thin pizza.
That looks great.
I love the bacon right on top, pancetta right on top. That actually looks like regular bacon though, right? Like.
It's good and a little crisp too. It's not like flubbery.
Pretty wonderful.
That's a delicious.
Pretty wonderful.
I mean, it's elite.
So this is the St. Louis crust. This is what Picasso's is known for. Their St. Louis style pizza. It's a thinner crust. It holds up really nicely. Well done.
The brie gives it this like awesome creaminess to the whole thing.
I know we're supposed to be pacing ourselves, but I want to keep eating this. This is unbelievable. It was one of my favorites coming in here. I know it's going to be one of my favorites coming out. It's going to be very hard to beat. Cheddar Swiss provolone with liquid smoke. No wonder it tastes good. This has got some heavy ingredients on it, and the structure is still holding up very well, which I like as well.
That's a gourmet. All right. Now let's talk pepperoni. Looking kind of rough.
Nah, it doesn't look good.
To me, it looks underdone.
Undercooked.
It's gonna flop pretty hard too.
I will say the way that the pepperoni is arranged is perfectly spaced.
It is. That is true.
It is perfectly spaced, but look at this.
I mean, it kind of gives me that Sbarro vibes from the mall. From the 80s.
Hey, I love Sbarro.
But
Dennis is offended.
if the pepperoni wasn't here, what I don't like about it is we would see almost all white. We got white crust, white cheese. You can see a little bit of the sauce, but it's not a very colorful pizza. You know what? It does taste good though. The sauce.
It does taste really good.
Pepperoni is very good.
It is good.
For what it is, the flavors
Appearance is not there for me. I'm surprised.
It does.
It's not always looks, right?
Yeah, this is a looks can be deceiving, isn't
Yeah.
it? And the
Yeah.
one thing that's missing in this is a crunch. The flavors I think are all there, but it's a very floppy slice of pizza.
Portnoy out here?
Yeah.
I thought your Portnoy out here about to give me a 4.
Picasso's is known for their St. Louis style pizza, ultra thin crust, Provel cheese, cheddar, Swiss, can't remember the third cheese. It's a 3-cheese blend with liquid smoke. These guys went to St. Louis, the chef and the owner of the restaurant went to St. Louis, they're both from there, and convinced the creamery that's known for Provel cheese to sell to them. They're one of the only places outside of St. Louis they sell to.
All right, we're off to Tony D's.
We're here at Tony D's, one of the most beloved restaurants in Jacksonville. These guys are known for their New York style pizza, and it was probably the most recommended restaurant when we asked the Scoop, our group, for recommendations. Let's go check it out. We're doing great.
Fantastic.
Oh, I like the black and white cookies.
Oh,
That's cool. That makes me feel like New York.
yes.
Yes.
That's one of the first things I have to have when I go to New York.
It's a staple, and I agree with you. Are you all done?
I love
dinner?
it.
Taking
We are going to take out.
Okay, let me know what I can get for you. I can run down the slices if
Yeah,
you need me to.
That would be awesome.
Okay, so here we have our New York special. It's going to be all of our traditional toppings. There's 13 on there. I've got pepperoni sausage, meatball parm. It's sliced meatballs ricotta with a touch of sauce. I always have cheese. This is our deep dish Sicilian. We have the one called Grima, not as thick as the traditional, or as the Sicilian, and not as thin as the traditional. Has the cheese underneath the sauce with a little bit more Romano, olive oil, and oregano. We have our veggie, our white pie. We have a grilled chicken bacon Alfredo. This is going to be our meat lovers, and then we've got a Hawaiian over there. And we always, like I said, have cheese and pepperoni. It's just behind the counter. We sell so much of it.
That's great. What is the fan favorite? What is the one that, besides like the basics, what's the one people go crazy over?
There's two that they go absolutely nuts for. One's going to be the Supreme. The other one's going to be the Margarita, which unfortunately I do not have up here, but it's going to have fresh mozzarella, basil, olive oil with a touch of sauce. That everybody loves, and I think our third would have to be the chicken Alfredo.
Okay.
On that. So that one's really good. It's a new one for us.
Great. Why don't we do 2 slices of pepperoni and 2 slices of Supreme?
That looks great.
Well, look at all those toppings. That's wild. That is a ton of topping.
Wow.
Cheers to that. Steve going in with a classic slice. We did actually order pepperoni like we do at like we try to do at every place that has it. And they gave us cheese, which is fine, no big deal. We'll dive into cheese and we'll dive into Supreme.
It looks good. The cheese has nice char on the top.
Crust is great today. Look at that.
I like the ingredient quality seems good. This is the best slice I've ever had at Tony D's, actually.
The flavor combination on this Supreme is delicious, and that's why people love this pizza. You know, in there while we were waiting on our pizza, there were 2 different tables that were telling me how much they think this is the best pizza in town, and they're New Yorkers.
Yeah, I mean, I eat this pizza a lot. I live in the area. I'm a big fan, and it's a good one today. The crust is nice and crisp, and got a lot of nice bread, you know, fermentation holes here. It's not as thin as some of the other ones that we've seen today, but it's a very thin crust, good undercarriage, nice crispiness.
I love that there's now a term coined for the bottom side of a pizza. Undercarriage. We actually had somebody in the group while we've been out doing this ask, have we heard undercarriage yet?
Yeah.
So, yep, Steve is the guilty party.
We got to use it. What else do you want to call it?
There you go.
I mean, it has great flavor,
Taste
but
it.
the undercarriage is not carrying all the toppings. But I don't think you expect that when you have it.
When you put that many toppings on a pizza,
Yeah,
you're going to have flop.
To me.
It's super heavy.
All right, let me take a bite of the cheese. Pretty good stand up to it. That's a good cheese slice.
I mean, it is our most classic New York slice we have in town, probably. I mean, that's what they claim.
That's a good classic New York slice. It is. They've definitely. We've been here 3 times to rank pizza. They've never made our list before. It's never been this good. They've definitely improved. Definitely improved. All right, on to the next place.
Yep. We made it to Pizza Point. This place was taken over about 3 years ago by an Indian couple, and the wife has put Indian pizzas on their menu. Let's go check it out.
So we got the chicken tikka coming, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Great.
I think we want to split just 2 pepperoni slices.
Yep. So we're on number 5 now.
This is pizza place number 5.
Pizza place
yes.
number 5. Are you full? Are you wearing out? What are we feeling like?
I am feeling a little sluggish. I tried to pace myself. Jerry, you gave me the best advice. You said, pace yourself, like 1 to 2 bites every place. But every one we've had so far has been so good that I've had to take more than 1 to 2
That's
bites.
how everybody feels, and that is the rookie mistake, my friend. You know, when you've driven the city, this is now probably our maybe 8th or 9th time driving the city to rank different kinds of food. And the first one I did that. The first one I was like, oh, this is so good. And like by like number 6, I'm like, I can't eat anymore. And then we're having to shovel in a couple more bites every place. You know, you take your time. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
So far, you know, people say, oh, I'm missing this or that kind of pizza around town. And we've found some really good pizza around here.
I'm pretty blown away. We've done it twice before. We've ranked pizza. And so far, I've seen the best of pizza. You know what I mean? Like the better than what it's been. I feel like the level has risen in Jacksonville compared to what it's been in the past, and that's exciting.
I think that we're really lucky to have all these great places here in town.
Yeah, and you know, Jacksonville gets a bad rap for being the most boring city in the country. They just ranked us, or not having good food. I think people just don't know where it's located. I think you've got to know a local to be able to find it, and you got to kind of know a local that's in the know.
Yeah,
that's one of the reasons I started the Scoop Facebook group, so that there was a place where you could go to get the scoop from locals without having to know somebody.
And today we're being that resource for everybody.
Absolutely.
I had no idea this even existed. But when I came in, they showed me their spatial menu.
Yeah.
It's goat pizza.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Goat
That's
cheese?
awesome.
They've got an Indian menu.
Yeah. We ordered chicken tikka masala.
Okay, all right. Yeah, but they've got one down the wall. It's called Goat Lovers. I'll show you what it looks like. And even the smell, right?
That looks
It's the
amazing.
aroma. So I know I kind of
So
overheard
have you
what
had their
guys
pizza
do.
before?
It's been a long time, to be honest.
their
I have not been here for a while.
She's owned it for about 3 years.
Correct.
And, but her pizzas are amazing, and the specialty Indian ones are. We are lucky to have these kinds of pizzas here in Jacksonville.
Right.
Caramelization on the side there. I love seeing that. Like I said, I like to see colors, and when I see some darker colors and not just white, I don't see any white on this pizza.
That was pulled out at the perfect time.
Yeah.
It looks like.
The only thing I could see that might be a little bit interesting, this crust looks hard. Let's see what it tastes like though. But it looks kind of hard. But I love that. Look how thin it is. It's a sheet of paper.
Definitely not going to stand up straight like the typical crispy New York style slice, but that's okay.
Here you go, Dennis.
Okay. Thank you.
I got a mini slice here. It's got that cornmeal on the bottom. I love that.
I kind of like the crunchy crust, but it is a little hard.
But it's you can chew this crust though. It's not like a rock hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a full flavor. There's a nice tang to the sauce.
They're really good. We've seen some fantastic pizza on this trip.
It's not hard. It's got a lot of give. It's just not. It's not very.
Yeah, you're right. It does have a lot of.
It has a lot of give to
Yeah.
it. It's not hard. It looks like it's going to be that. Because I've been to Bleecker Street, New York, and I got the Nona Marie, and it was like one of the most flavorful pizzas I ever had. Got to the crust, it was like a rock. And that's one of the best pizzas in the world, you know, that people are talking about. But it could have just been because it was sitting out long. I don't know. I mean, I love how thin it is.
You can hear the crunch every bite. Yeah, it's really good.
This is a surprise. It's way up there.
Yeah, I feel the same way. You feel the same way? Well, you know, Dennis, we were talking before we started this, and you said some of the best pizza you've had in town was actually from here.
Yes. Yeah, this is one of my favorite places. And, you know, it's just a little mom and pop that have bought a pizza place, and they work hard at it.
This is one of my favorites so far.
But this surprised me the most.
I think so, too. I think me, too. Because it's so unassuming. It's not a place everybody's talking about. If they're talking about it, they're talking about it for the Indian pies. But that's a really solid pepperoni slice.
Good amount of pepperoni on there, too.
They're doing the thing, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I think they have some extra, like, oregano or extra spices in there because it's not boring and plain. There's a lot of flavor in this. And it's hard to tell if it's pepperoni or not. That's the one thing with pepperoni. There's a lot of flavor in the pizza, and I just can't tell if there's a lot of extra herbs and spices, or is it the pepperoni? But it's got a ton of flavor. This is what's really doing it for me. I love that.
I think so too.
I know it's You know, because you're not going to get this from a whole pie. This is from a single slice. The caramelization on the cheese, like that Detroit style, is right there on this pizza. Oh, that was that edge right there. That edge right there was. Whoa, that was great. Label is the biggest surprise of the day so far.
I think so too. Holy moly! Yeah, the smell of this pizza is like, I don't know, heaven. It's like walking into a good Indian restaurant.
Yes.
What? I'm so excited to dive into this.
Beautifully made. All the toppings are perfectly spread out.
Which I noticed that too, compared to the other Indian pizza we had where it was kind of in the center.
Yes.
This has a little bit more presentation. It doesn't have the wood fire color, but it is a perfect uniform pizza. Again,
Look at that. Whoa, it's
so
nice.
great
That's
structure.
Yeah, it's a nice firm crust.
Talk about undercarriage.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful.
A little hot still.
So it's got similar flavors, but it's a totally different structure of pizza.
That's got a little kick to it.
Yep.
Steve throwing toppings over here.
Trying to catch it. Oh. It's hard to compare the two, even though they're similar, but they're very different.
I don't think you can. I mean, this pizza, you would want to eat the whole thing.
This is so good. Like, this is something I would go out of my way to travel to eat. Like, if you like really unique pizzas, especially if you love pizza and you love Indian food, this is going to be heaven. From the moment you open the box, the smell just like wafts up and you're like in love.
So I've also had their other pizzas here. There is a palak paneer pizza that is just as delicious, and it's got that Indian cheese loaded with spinach, and is a delicious pizza. But this one, it's got to be my favorite like specialty pizza in town.
It's fantastic. There are so many good specialty pies in town, and people don't even realize it.
It's going to take a long time to try them all. Again, all the ingredients are great on this, and it's got great flavors. But the base pizza is still very good here.
Yep. Look at the crust is still holding up nicely. There are a ton of toppings on this.
What I like about the way you're holding it is like look at all the cracks in it. Like you're holding it, it's cracking there. There's no bend. There's cracks. And that's kind of what I want to see. And this wasn't a reheat. It came straight out of the oven.
She is a true artisan when it comes to pizza.
So this is also a lot spicier than the other Indian pizza we had. It's definitely I can feel it on my tongue.
It's got a nice little onion crunch to it. That as you bite into it, it's got that.
But it's not so spicy. If people didn't like spice, I don't think it's overdone.
It's not.
It's just there.
I don't like spice, and I like that.
Right. The first Indian pizza we had didn't have a lot of spice. This has some. It's definitely not overbearing, but it definitely has some, and it's definitely lingering on my palate as I'm still
for
talking.
sure, for sure. All right, on to the next one.
We made it to V Pizza, and V Pizza is a local multi-unit pizza place that the Scoop raves about. So let's go in and take a look. Let's dig in.
So I told you guys I had more structure, and it's not showing it today, but
The soft flavor is great.
The pepperoni is delicious on this.
This might be the best pepperoni we've seen.
no, I expect it to be. I kind of told you guys that they use this thick Italian pepperoni. I don't eat pepperoni pizza, but when I come here, I often order it because their pepperoni is so good.
It's got a nice cup as it cooks. And for a while there, I did a little bit of work with Hormel, and they would always talk about the cupping of pepperoni pizza as it went in the oven. So
the ingredient quality at V is just exceptional.
That's what makes them.
Yeah, they start one step ahead because the ingredient quality is so good.
What do you think about the structure of the pizza? Do you think it's changed a little bit?
I think the dough is nice and springy. And I think that's what people are looking for when they look for a good pizza.
The last time when we went out 5 years ago and did this, it was really gummy in the middle. You know, like this is not.
No.
This is quite good for what they do for this Neapolitan style. I think they pretty well nailed it.
And it's Neapolitan style to a point here. I mean, it's definitely not 100%. The crust isn't extremely puffy, but it has the tomatoes, and it has the correct flour used, and then the correct oven. The methods are similar, but as far as aesthetics,
everybody makes things a little their own. You know what I mean? We're not Naples.
Yeah.
We're Delicious Pizza in Jacksonville, right?
I said we're ordering pepperoni. It's definitely going to help these because they have an elite pepperoni pizza.
So it was so good, I finished my whole slice.
Yep. I kind of want another one.
The neat thing about these is there are so many locations around town that it is accessible. So no matter what part of town you live in, you can have a good quality pizza like this anywhere you are.
And they're pretty consistent. I mean, every location puts out very similar product. They all look different. Every pizza you get is going to look different. You know, when you're cooking pizza in 90 seconds, the slight turning on each side will really affect the way the pizza looks.
All right, in the box, on to the next one.
Yep.
We are here at Bottlenose Brewing Company. These guys are known for their beer, but we hear that they've got some solid pizza. We're about to head in and find out. Let's do the hot honey then. We're doing pepperoni.
So you have mostly your own beer here then, huh?
Yes, everything's brewed in house.
Oh, everything is?
Yep.
I know people rave about the beers. This place is really cool. Like the people are wonderful.
Yep.
All right. Should we dive in?
Dive in.
It is most definitely cheesy.
Yeah, that's gonna lose some points for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, it sadly looks really greasy.
It's freaking hot.
You think that's from the pepperoni or from?
I don't know, but
to
it's
tell,
definitely
usually.
the greasiest of the pies we've seen.
And it's small, and it still can't barely be picked up.
But you know what? It does have a nice.
Is there honey on this?
Yes, there is honey on this. You can definitely taste it. At least I did. The first try to bite, it was too hot, but the first bite I tried, you definitely get the honey, and I like the honey flavor.
Is it because the pepperoni is salty?
It's a nice mix with pepperoni. You know what I mean? Hot, a little bit of spice.
There's nothing wrong with it. That's good.
It is pretty tasty. If you want like a really cheesy pie, you're gonna like this. Oh,
I think this is a huge.
It's not grease. It's honey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It looks greasy, but it's not grease. It's honey. My bad.
And I think this is a great crowd pleaser for, anyone who wants just a little different. That honey adds a nice.
Yeah, this is, to me, if I wanted to come watch a game, this would be a great spot to get a pie, dive in. The honey does add like a nice balance to all the saltiness that you get from everything else.
And I bet it pairs well with one of their beers.
If you love cheesy pizza, you're gonna love it.
That's what hurts it for me.
Right. If you don't love cheesy pizza, it's not for you. But if you want like cheese oozing off the pizza, it's pretty good. It's halfway to Ninja Turtle.
I like the structure of it. I don't see any sauce. It's all covered with cheese. It's covered with either oil or honey.
And you do taste the sauce.
Yeah.
Yep. So whoever in our group recommended it, good choice.
Yep.
And definitely different than if you're bored of the New York style pizzas in town. This is something different, off the beaten path, but not so far from it that you're eating something foreign. This is familiar, but a unique spin on familiar.
If you're at a bar drinking good beers and you get pizza like this, I'd be very happy though.
Yes.
That's the main thing. I mean,
I think that's why the cheese is the way, the amount it is, because people would, when you're drinking, you want a little something salty to keep drinking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we don't have a lot of pizza bars down here. If you go out drinking and with beers and stuff, pizza isn't an option down the south very much. So it's kind of good that we have V Pizza and we have this, so you can go out and have decent pizza and have a night out as well.
So, you know, the cool thing about this place here, though, is that when you go to a brewery or a sports bar or a, entertainment complex, they always have some kind of pizza. And usually it's a little box, and they just put in a frozen pizza in the little
Frozen
box.
bread, and they decorate frozen bread, right?
But here, they really do make the pizza, which is why people suggested it.
Well, that's kind of like what I said. Like, there's not a lot of pubs and bars that are making decent pizza in the South, really. That's kind of a northern thing. But we do have V Pizza now. They're attached to all their bars, and this is a great beer bar.
All right, on to the next one.
Yep.
This video wouldn't be possible without the support of IceMachineMotors.com. IMM offers parts for all the biggest brands of commercial ice machine, from Hoshizaki, Manitowoc, Isomatic, and Scotsman, often at half the price of the original. Pick up parts the very same day if you're in Jacksonville, or if you're anywhere else, get it shipped to you the same day. All right, we're out in front of the courthouse at Rojas Pizza. Rojas Pizza, one of the most recommended places we've gotten in the group, so we're gonna go check it out. Just 2 pepperoni.
Two pepperonis.
Yeah, 2 slices of pepperoni. All right, let's pull them up. Take a bite.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
All right, moment of truth. Diving into that pepperoni pie.
It probably tastes good, right?
Better than it looks.
Yeah.
It looked really greasy, but honestly, enjoyable.
Look at that.
I mean, we're talking about
Beautiful.
Yeah.
They have a white margarita, essentially, with a pesto base. Really different. Not sure I've ever seen that before.
Let's give it a taste.
All right, I'm gonna get in here.
These pizzas were made and put out, and then they re-crisp them to order. So they have several different kinds.
Right, well, that's the idea when you run a slice shop, right? Is that you make them and then you're going to crisp them back up at the end. When we judge these, we always try to keep in mind the slice shops where we know that it's like 90% of what it would be had they made the whole pie. And we try to factor that in when we think about where we should place.
The flavor is really good on the one that I tried.
I like it.
The white margarita. The cheese amount, it does have a good amount of cheese, so you may not like it as much.
Yeah.
But
it does have a lot of good flavor to it. The sauce is flavorful. The herbs and spices are there. The crust is not completely overly dense. It's got some. It's got some nice bread air pockets to it.
I'm kind of honestly like, it looks so greasy to begin with, but it's not as bad as it. It's not bad at all.
Greasy.
It doesn't taste greasy.
Yeah, it looks greasy.
No, pretty good. Pretty good pie.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's got ricotta on it too.
I thought so.
It's got 2 different types of cheeses: ricotta and mozzarella, and probably Parmesan.
This is nice and cheesy.
If I was looking for a white cheese pizza like that, that would hit the.
Yeah, I would be happy with that.
Yes, because it's got that little bit of tomato on it too.
That's right.
Yeah.
You want a solid New York style pizza? This is it.
Yes.
It's very New York.
It's just a solid, down the middle, New York style pizza. If you're craving that, you're going to enjoy it, and it's cheap. It's really reasonable, right?
Yeah,
it's like
if you're in the neighborhood too, it's perfect.
2 slices and Coke was what, $8? 2 slices of pepperoni, cheese I think was $7.
Yeah.
That's a pretty darn good deal. If you're somewhere near the courthouse, or you're having a bad day, you got to pay a ticket or whatever you got going on. You know, the slice of Rojas might
get a good deal on pizza.
That's it. A slice of Rojas might hit the spot, brighten your day.
And I know we all kind of looked at this like, oh my gosh, that's so greasy. But it tasted really good.
Yeah,
you know,
it looks visually greasy.
Yeah.
But it really, taste-wise, I didn't feel like it was super heavy or super greasy.
Keep in mind, we are ordering pepperoni, so that adds a lot of grease to it as well.
Yeah, completely understand.
My personal thoughts on it, I did not like the case where they had all the pizza in front of you and they just reheated. But the product that came out after they reheated was good.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of, visually, you walk in and the place is kind of dry. It doesn't help that it's like an old building. The place is kind of drab. You walk in, the front of the place is Bagels R Us.
Yeah.
You're a little confused the whole time.
Yeah.
Like it says best pizza in town in one window, and then there's deals on the other window. Let's slide this way. So Rojas Pizza, right? So we've got signage telling us the deals, Rojas, and then we got the best pizza in town window, right? Okay, maybe. And then, but where's the door? Can't find the door. Can't find the door. Uh-oh, we're at Bagels R Us. Where was Rojas Pizza? I don't know, can't find it. I think I'm at Bagels R Us. How do you find, oh, there's Rojas Pizza. It's a door, you open it, you see Bagels R Us straight through, and then off to your right, you find the pizza. And I think this is an example of don't judge a book by its cover, because they do quite good pizza, but the place itself looks a little rundown. We're here at Pizza Dynamo, one of the newest entries into the pizza scene in Jacksonville. These guys do all sorts of slices, all sorts of fun and unique pies. We're ready. I hope you're ready. Let's head inside. So I think we want to do 2 stracciatella.
Okay.
2 pepperoni.
It's cute in here. Yeah.
So I guess have like a little bar area and I'm sitting upstairs. I don't know where it leads to.
We were asking the same question.
I'm thinking it goes to the, because the other place has upstairs place, so I'm guessing it's connected, because the bathrooms are connected too.
Oh, okay, so it is another restaurant.
It's, they work together, but they're different owners. Okay. But they do, you can order their pizza over there and they'll bring it over there too.
Oh, okay, because I was like, okay, so it is another pizza place.
No, that's a beer bar. But you can order the pizza from there.
I'll get it from the side.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Damn.
It's never bothered me that much when it's a little bit over, a little bit under, I have issues with. But
yeah, I agree.
A little bit over, not too big a deal. I mean, obviously that slice of pepperoni there is a bit over.
Yeah, that's fine for me though.
But yeah, I don't think that's that big of a deal. These look good. These look solid. All right, should we?
This is kind of your trendy New York pizza. You know, that's actually more trendy in New York now.
Absolutely. This is like halfway to La Industries burrata.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're going for.
A nice, firm crust.
It's pretty good. Yeah, pretty good crust.
Very nice.
I love the flavor of the sauce. Different than any other sauce we've had.
Yeah.
And in a good way.
Steve tried the grandma pizza first.
I've had issues with it since, you know, they've opened. I love their regular pizza, but their grandma slice is the heaviest thin pizza I've ever had in my entire life. It tastes good, but the texture is just not there. It's kind of chewy. Not my favorite.
You gotta get a bite with the stracciatella on it.
Okay.
I know we talk about undercarriage a lot, but look at this one.
This is delicious.
The pepperoni is really good.
I love that they use the cup and char pepperoni.
Yep. Let's try this. Perfectly cupped pepperoni. Do you think they cook that they bake it on the pizza, or you think they bake it separately and put it on the pizza?
I think they bake it on the.
I've seen it done both ways, so we'd have to ask them.
All right, let's take a bite of grandma.
It needs work.
I've had this once before. It's like the weirdest. I don't know what to make of it. Have you had a bite yet?
Nope. It looks like what you would get in a school cafeteria.
Grandma's getting ripped here.
Only because of the shape.
Grandma's rolling over her grave. That is bad. It's better than the last time I had it, though. I'll say that. It's like the last time I had it, there was no sauce. But this time they're getting the ratio better. But like, you know, when I think of a grandma pie, I think of a thick pie. It's like halfway to deep
Kind of
dish.
bready. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bready of sauce. I mean, I think they're just calling it grandma because it's square. I don't know. You know, maybe I don't know the real definition of grandma, but I've never seen one like this. And even if it weren't called grandma, I still would be like, this is just okay, not so great. But man, I'll tell you what, that stracciatella slice, I would drive down here just for that.
Here, try pepperoni, guys.
All right, let's do it.
I really enjoyed it.
It looks like they use just a regular New York oven and a regular oven here. And they did a nice crust for it being a regular.
They obviously have a higher temperature. This is not a 425 oven. It's got to be up there. To get this type of char on there, it's got to be like much hotter. There's many things as I love about this pizza. I do have some issues with it. The crust is hard. There's no rise on it. It's basically just kind of cracker. Very hard. But I love all the char on the pizza. I love that it's not over cheesed. You can taste the tomato sauce. The stracciatella is phenomenal.
That slice is one of the best slices in Jacksonville, if you ask me. Now, is the crust perfect? Does it need a little work?
Yeah.
Sure. You know, but I mean, I don't know. Great sauce and good cheese covers a multitude of sins.
Well, it's a flatbread style of pizza, and
I like it.
I think that's more Italian than.
You see, when I get to this crust, I had to like pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little tough.
Some of that might be style, though.
Yeah.
That is the style.
Ask the expert.
But it's overall, I love it. It's definitely up there for me. I know why they have a buzz.
Absolutely. They're doing something very special and unique, honestly. It's different than anybody else in town.
So this is the newest pizza place that we've tried. Of all the ones we've tried so far today, a month, and they're doing a great job out the gate.
And I think they only get better from here. I mean, I can already see improvement from the last time I was here.
The staff was so friendly, wanted to help, wanted to take care of us.
And it's a beautiful restaurant. It's someplace you want to go out at night and you want to hang out and bring your friends. You know, it's just got a great atmosphere.
It feels like great pizzeria.
Yeah. And the one thing I'll take a note here, I've been trying to pace myself eating pizza I've eaten the most here.
I'm pretty jazzed about how good that stracciatella slice is. It's something special.
You know, we both like Linden Street in New York. It's kind of like, if I want a little piece of that flavor, this is it.
Yep.
It's the closest thing you're going to get to that.
Yep.
This is our third time ranking the best pizza places in Jacksonville, and the winner 10 years ago when we did it for the first time was Biggies Pizza. They made the list last year. Let's find out if they are any good now.
I've never seen so many restaurants that do pizza by the slice.
It's changed a lot in the last few years.
Yeah,
like there used to be maybe 2.
Time to dive in.
Those
Go
are
ahead,
some
guys.
big slices.
They are big
just to start off with
slices.
that.
And I think value-wise, I think this is probably the best, one of the best values because it is such a big slice.
All right,
Look
here we
at
go.
that.
They do the biggest slice I've seen. For sure, the biggest slice of any one we've tried.
That's called Biggies.
And they have plenty of choices, too, of pizzas by the slice.
So beautifully crunchy. That I really like. I think it lacks sauce.
I think when people expect they're going out to try a pizza, this is what they expect.
Lots of cheese, low sauce. The crust is a little dense. Usually not what we're looking for.
I still think Biggie's is a solid New York style slice.
Yep.
Definitely a solid New York style slice. I think most people are going to enjoy it.
It's definitely not overcooked. Possibly.
No, I don't think it's over or under. I know you normally like yours a little more well done, but to me, this is just what a solid New York slice is.
Yep.
If you like baked mozzarella, that's what this is. You know, it's got a lot of cheese flavor. It is heavy cheese. I am tasting the sauce now.
No, I get it.
You said too?
The end, yeah.
The center.
I just, yeah, they did have more sauce, so that helps.
I thought it got better as I
And a
moved
lot
toward
of
the
oregano.
center.
There's a lot more oregano in this. So, I mean, it's got flavor. I can understand why people like this. I can understand why it's popular. Take a crust bite.
This is a perfect Friday or Saturday night pizza.
The crust is dry.
Dry, yeah. Not a lot of flavor, kind of hard.
Yeah. It's definitely dry. The overall, to me, solid. Solid New York style.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
It's just not my favorite.
I'll stop in if I'm in the area for sure.
Yeah.
So to me, this is the kind of pizza that you would have if you had your kids and their friends come over. You would order a big one of these pizzas and everyone
Party pizza?
so
It's a
happy.
great party pizza.
You want to put this in the party
This is
pizza
a great
category?
Party pizza.
You know, you have a football party, you
Yep.
know,
Party
Jaguars
pizza.
are playing. You want to order, 5 of these pizzas to go around? Yeah, that's what it is. It's a
This
party
would be
pizza.
#1 for party pizza.
I would, for big slices.
And we all prefer this over any national chain, right?
The other thing is this is universal. Like, there's no one that doesn't like that. There's no one that doesn't like that. That's a universal slice of
It is
pizza.
a
It's not offensive to anybody.
You don't have to have a special preference. It's not bougie. There's nothing. This is like a working man's slice.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right, let's go to the next spot. We're at Vinny's Ristorante Italiano to try more pizza. Vinny's is one of those places that sometimes flies under the radar. And on this pizza trek, we like to make sure we find some of those spots, check them out, see if they're one of the best in town. Let's go do that. Dum dum dum!
Oh,
good.
that does look really good.
That looks solid.
It's
Good
perfectly round.
The slices.
It's perfectly round. They look like they did a good job, like evening out the pepperoni across the pie
they
too.
did. This is a good cheesy and saucy pizza.
I like the
It's
sauce.
nice and hot. You know, people when they have a piece of pizza and they want that cheese pull, this gave me that cheese pull.
If you live near here, like we're right at Beach and San Pablo, almost between Hodges and San Pablo on Beach Boulevard here at Vinny's. If you live close to here, this should be your spot. Like this is a good pie. This is a really solid pie, delightful. If this got delivered to my house, I'd be over the moon.
Yep.
Solid.
It beats any of the chain restaurants for sure.
Yep.
Great flavor. Cheese tastes good. The crust.
Crispy crust. I love that.
It's
about
crust.
this.
It's not a rock.
The crust is great.
Yeah.
Good amount of sauce.
What a really good pie.
There's a good pizza.
I could use a. I think if it was cooked a little longer, we would get a little bit more crisp on the bottom.
My man loves
Yeah.
well done pizza,
He
my
loves
man.
well done pizza.
This is-
looking at the end, and we're still. Not
This is
crisp.
exactly right.
that's,
Yep.
You know,
Yeah. That is the only
I could
complaint
use
you
a
can have.
little bit more structure.
Yeah.
here, because even if you're down here, it's still a little soft.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think I don't mind that it's not totally crunchy all the way through.
Do you notice the sauce is sweeter than most of the ones we've had today?
Yeah, it's nice. It's refreshing, actually.
It definitely has like a sweet tang to it, which I think a lot of people were like.
It's nice for pizza places to have their own flavor, their own taste to them. You know, like not just kind of get lost in the mix.
I'm eating the whole pizza, so
Yep.
I'm very surprised.
These boys like lightning speed ate this pizza, and that tells you how good it is.
Yep.
This is a really good pie. Simple as that.
Great.
Simple,
great place.
delicious.
Yes.
I get a sweet and sour
Hand
taste on this.
tossed.
This, you know what? This pizza, my two boys are have very sophisticated but simple tastes. They would love this pizza.
This is like the ultimate neighborhood pie to me.
Nothing wrong with this.
Nothing crazy. Nothing out of the. Nothing like. There's no surprises. You know exactly what you're getting, but you get a killer version of it.
Yep. This place should be packed out.
It should,
With
man.
all the homes around
How
here
have
should
we
be
never
packed
been here
out.
before?
It
Like
should
I've
be- It should
driven.
be busier. It should be more talked about. It should be more written about on the scoop.
I've driven by here 100 times, thousands of times
Me
probably, and never stopped. And kind of kicking myself now. This
it's
is
not. It's above average pizza. This is not average pizza.
Ooh,
This
it's
is above
way
average.
above average.
Way
pizza.
better.
It's,
Way
it
above
is
average.
above average pizza. It's not typical by any means. It's it's very solid.
You know what's awesome about this? Sometimes our expectations are thrown way off
Yeah.
when we go into a place.
And that's why we pick places like this that maybe we always, every time we do that, we build this list to go rank something. We always try to find 1, 2, 3 different little neighborhood places that somebody just is over the moon about.
Yep.
And we give it a shot. And to me, when I sat down to say, okay, what 2 or 3 little neighborhood spots that aren't talked about by the crowds are doing great pizza, or maybe could be doing great pizza, that we're going to go to. And Vinny's I knew I'd driven by a million times, and one of our group members was raving about how good it was. Literally only one.
Yeah, one.
But sometimes one person's passion leads to something bigger, and I think that's exactly what's happening here. One of your customers said you guys are fantastic, and
This was a big surprise for us.
We loved it.
We all really liked it.
We loved it.
Yes.
Yes.
You might get a little busier.
How long have you owned this?
It's 16 years.
16 years?
Holy
oh my
cow.
gosh. Wow.
Holy
Is Vinny your
cow.
husband? Or
No.
is it this you
Just a name?
bought the name probably?
Just it was a running business when I
Okay,
bought
that's
it.
what I figured.
Yeah, I moved here from England for the business.
It was
Oh, wow.
Paisanos before, right? Okay.
So it was Vinny's prior to when I bought it.
Okay.
So it was Vinny's for 5 years, I think, prior, and then it was Paisanos before that. But Paisanos started in 1981.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
It's been an Italian restaurant all this time.
Yeah, for a long time. I used to eat here when it was Paisanos a
you
long
did?
time ago.
I want to come here for dinner.
We want to come back.
Yeah, we're
now
gonna come
and have
back.
more. Yes. Yes.
I
Well,
like
I'm
it.
glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's a really nice pie.
Yeah,
Thank you,
keep
thank
up the good work.
Hey, we're here at Rev Brewing Company, headed inside to try the pizza place tucked away in Rev called Bones Pizza. People are going nuts over this place. I've never tried it. Steve loves it. Dennis ever tried it?
Nope.
Nope, Dennis never tried it either. So, first time for two of us, favorite for another. We'll see if we agree. Let's go. Now that's a nice looking pie. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. All right.
This is nice and springy.
And for Napolitano, it does have some structure too, just like meat pizza. It's not a completely floppy mess.
Pepperoni's nice and crispy.
I love the pepperoni. Like, I love how much there is.
I love this pizza.
I love the crust on this pizza. It is chewy.
It's funny because for my taste, it's kind of bready. You know, I tend to love like some kind of
love
crispy
bready.
crunch. That's because you eat it all.
Well, in Italy, they basically are making bread and putting toppings on top of it. It did originate from bread. And this style pizza is more focused on your bread.
Oh, I hear you. I mean, I was in Milan last year and like very bready pizza in Milan specifically.
But very good bread.
This is delightful. I think it's a little airier, a little lighter than the other pies we've tried. A little less heavy. Definitely a fan of a little less heavy. This is a really nice pie.
It's light and you don't feel full or stuffed when you eat this. It's a nice light pizza.
To me, this feels like the kind of pizza that you get when you go to a nicer Italian restaurant, not a pizza place.
The fact that it's hidden away in a brewery and they've got that incredible tiki bar in the back and all of those things to me are such a cool aspect of what these guys do as well.
Adds to the vibe and atmosphere of this whole area. Three businesses working together to make something very interesting for Jacksonville.
I can tell that this is passion pizza.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this was made by somebody who cared about what they were doing and really enjoys pizza and wanted to put the pieces together in a way that they would enjoy and hopefully other people would too. Speed eaters here have torn it up.
Yeah. Well, I can eat another one, to be honest.
That's the thing about pizza. We're on stop number 11, and nobody's sick of it.
I'm not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm actually pretty comfortable. I could eat another one and be fine. I'm going to try to be smart, though.
Yeah, definitely be smart. You got a lot more to go.
Still got tomorrow to go.
This is like the halfway point.
So our next stop is our halfway point.
Let's go. All right, we're here at number 13. D&LP subs. These guys ranked on our best cheesesteaks list. They've made one of our pizza lists before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. We're still pumped. It's getting to be nighttime. We've eaten a lot of pizza, but we're still going strong. Let's do it.
Looks glorious, huh?
All right, folks, it's pizza time. Let's dive in.
Yes.
Let's dive in. Ooh, we got some standing grease on this bad boy. But a lot of pepperoni. You load a lot of pepperoni. Grease is part of the deal.
Right. So the Portnoy, barely any flop. Very. It's got a lot of good
Nice
crunchy
thin
texture.
crust.
Yeah. Very good.
Pepperoni's perfectly spaced.
They did it is like literally perfectly spaced, like
Yes.
all perfectly even across the.
And there's a little overlap on every pepperoni. Every pepperoni is covered by another little piece of pepperoni.
I dig it. I dig it. Traditional New York, solid.
Yep.
I don't have a ton to say about it.
No,
It's just
it's good.
the definition of solid. A little bit on the greasy side, but that's because we have so much pepperoni. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
It's not sopping. It's you can see the bottoms.
It's nice and crispy all the way
smoothly
through.
crispy all the way through. This is what solid pizza looks like.
Yes.
I think people in Jacksonville are looking for a pizza like this. This is what people think of when
lot
they
of
want
times.
pizza.
Yep.
I think that's true a lot of times. People want something. This is predictable. These guys have been consistent for like a decade plus. It's just consistently solid pizza.
Yep.
Every time. If you're going to grab some pizza at the beach, great choice. All right, guys, we've been driving the whole city for 10 hours to find the best pizza in Jacksonville, and we're here at DaVinci's Pizza.
We got DaVinci's.
Oh, we didn't take. That looks good.
That's pretty. Let's do it. Looks like Vinny's.
A little bit, yeah.
It's the same size.
Yeah, I thought Vinny's maybe a little slightly cheesier, but yeah, it does look a lot like Vinny's.
So there's less overlap on this pepperoni.
No, but still solid amount of pepperoni. Good crust.
I was just gonna say the crust is awesome.
The crust is good. It's
Really
chewy.
good, crunchy, chewy.
It does have a little bit more of a fermented flavor to it. So it's got a little tang to this crust.
Damn,
I dig that.
this is eating good.
That's a solid pizza.
Yeah.
This is good. It's got a good amount of cheese. I think this is what people are looking for when they
DaVinci's
order.
another one of those places that's been really solid in Jacksonville for a really long time and is beloved at the beach. Really, really solid pizza. We got a tough task ahead of us, guys.
We do.
And by the way, we called them, because we're trying to squeeze all these places in 2 days, we called these guys 15 minutes before they closed. We actually didn't realize they were closing. Said, hey, can we order me a pizza? She said, sure, if you can be here within 15 minutes. We said, okay, and then realized they're closing in 15. So off we went on the sprint to get there as quick as we could.
I actually want another slice of this, and I'm eating so much pizza today, and we're at the end of the night, and I can do another slice.
If they make this pizza 15 minutes before they close and they don't mind making it this good, that's amazing.
They made it with care.
Yeah.
Beautiful color.
No doubt.
It's got some char on it that I know a lot of people like. I like all these little these bubbles. The bubbles on the here, because that gives you that crackle. And I know people are looking for that. I like that.
Yeah, it's the perfect balance of crunchy and chewy for a crust. All right, on to the last one of the night. All right, we're at our last stop of the night, Leaderboard Arcade and Pizzeria. Let's go see the pizza and play the games.
Oh, cow, it's like bright in here.
Hello. Good, doing good. I think we're gonna go grab a pizza. Cool. So we headed outside of Leaderboard because it is crazy loud in there.
But it was so much fun.
It's a blast.
We played video games.
It's so cool. I love Leaderboard. Leaderboard is the neatest arcade in town.
Yes.
And if you've never been, or if you have kids, take them during the day. If you've never been to Leaderboard, you need to go because
They
it's
have
so
some
much
cool
fun.
games that I've never seen anywhere else.
Awesome, just truly awesome. And it goes on forever. There's like 40 pinball machines. Yep. There's old Dance Dance Revolution. There's 80s games. There's or 90s games. I mean, it's awesome. It's the stuff you grew up on and the new stuff all in one place. So cool.
Didn't I see like an old school Nintendo game in there too?
They even had NES and like Super Nintendo setup. I don't even think they charged for those. Just a awesome place that we should all support. With that said, the pizza was brutal, completely brutal.
Yeah, coming from a technical standpoint, they have we got the deep dish pizza at this one. And as much as I love a good deep dish pizza.
And let me say, we got the deep dish because we walked in and asked for pizza. They said, do you want hand toss or deep dish? Or I don't know if they said hand toss. Do you want thin crust or deep dish? And we said, well, what are you known for? Are you known for one of those? And they said, oh, we're known for the deep dish. So we got the deep dish.
Yep, we got the deep dish, and it was a deep dish pizza. They took bread dough, and it could have been like Bridgeford, Pillsbury, a bread dough that we know is commercially available. They docked it, which means they put holes in it, and then they made their pizza on top of that. And so it was a pillowy, spongy,
hot mess. That's what it was.
Yeah.
A pillowy, spongy, hot mess. It was.
It had some sauce. It had all the ingredients on it. It just was pillowy, soft.
Uneven cheese. You could rip it as you're trying to pick the piece up. Like, holy moly, was it gross. It was a horrendous pizza. It was one of the worst pizzas I've had in years. I would choose like Cece's ahead of it. Little Caesars, God help us, ahead of it. You know, I mean, it was just really bad.
Well, you know, all day today, Steve, you, and me, we would joke about, oh, is that Ninja Turtle pizza? And that was Ninja Turtle pizza.
Yeah, sloppy cheese hanging off everywhere. It was rough. And I think one of the things that you should know as you're watching this, and you've watched most of the day with us, if you've gotten to this point in the video, we sound like we're so over everything's wonderful. They're all so good. I've done this 3 times. We did it 10 years ago. We did it 5 years ago, and we're doing it now. We're 15 pizzas in. 14 of the 15 have been quite good. Like, quite good. In fact, there's pizzas that aren't even going to make our list, and we may end up ranking 10. Probably will end up ranking 10. There are pizzas that won't make the top 10 this year that would have been 3rd, 4th the last time we did this. I mean, the level of pizza in Jacksonville really has risen a lot. And I will say one thing that you should be aware of is at this point, our group, the Scoop with Jack's Restaurant Reviews, has gotten so big that a lot of these pizza places did know we were coming or recognized us when we walked in. The other thing is, when you walk in with a camera headed in the door first, well, they see the camera. So there's always some challenges there. There's always some challenges when they know you're coming because you're going to get their A game. So we saw A game a lot. Not every place knew. In fact, some of these places, some of the better places that we had today didn't know. And, you know, the pizza was ready when we walked in the door because we called ahead. So it's been a heck of a run. We hope you'll be around for tomorrow. We're going to be putting out another video, which should come out tomorrow on Chef Dennis Chan's YouTube channel of the rest of the top pizza places in Jacksonville that we're trying to name the top 10 pizza places in Jacksonville.
This was a really long day. We started at 11 and we're finishing now at a little bit after 11. So it's been 12 hours of pizza trekking all over town. So we did a lot. We covered a lot. We ate a lot. We had some great pizzas and we had some not so great pizza.
And we got 10 more to go-ish tomorrow. We've got a bunch more for you tomorrow. We're still excited.
Yeah.
Remarkably, we're not pizzaed out.
I'm not.
It was a fantastic day. It was, I am like, I've never been more encouraged by how hard people in this town are working to make something delicious. And we hope when you see the list and you go try that top 10, that you'll feel the same way too. All right, click down below to watch day 2.